So it's a story that often gets kind of ignored or, not spoken about a lot because it is a dark chapter of Canadian history, but it's also very a foundational story to southern Alberta.
The Broken Promises exhibition is a collaboration between the Galt Museum and Archives and the WEEKNIGHTS National Museum and Cultural Centre. Tyler Stewart, the curator for the Galt Museum, told us when World War II first started, there was a massive fear from the Canadian government that Japanese people were spies and helping the Axis war effort alongside the Nazis.
When in reality, the majority of them were, simple Canadian citizens as well, just trying to live productive, happy lives. And so after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, that's when the Canadian government really ramped up their, efforts to control Japanese folks, which included, that forcible relocation of folks from the BC coast all across Canada, really.
Stewart says 75% of Japanese individuals who were forcibly transferred to southern Alberta were Canadian citizens to begin with.
Many of them were, ended up working in the sugar beet farms in around this area, so they became like a very significant factor in the agricultural production of this area. When they were working in these sugar beet fields, they were also actively excluded from participating in the Lethbridge community for a long time. It was illegal to live in city limits as a Japanese person until after 1950. So, that was like fully 5 years after the war ended that the Japanese Canadians were still feeling that exclusion and that disenfranchisement.
You can view the Broken Promises exhibition at the Galt Museum and Archives until September 3rd. For Bridge City News, I'm Micah Quinn.